And welcome to MathLite. You found the quick review. What are we doing? Solving percent problems. And remember, this is the key, right? You got to know the formula. One I've been using for years, the number equals the percent times the of number. You might say, what's an of number? Well, it's in so many problems and you'll see it. Again, that means the same as the part equals the percent times the whole. All right, well, you've got to know that. And that's going to get you going. So let's take a look at some problems. What is 18% of 80? Now, you should always start with the formula. That's how you should start. And then you just fill in parts. Okay, look, the percent is 18. Do I put 18 down? No, remember the percent is always in decimal form in equations. Oh, look, of 80. I guess the of number is 80. So in this case, what am I looking for? The number. Take my calculator, 0.18 times 80, and I get 1008. The MAMS doesn't like that answer. Let's see if I punched it in correctly. 0.18 times 80 and 14.4. The MAMS likes that answer. Do you remember ask the MAMS? Does my answer make sense? Okay, remember, 50% of 80 is 40. So 25% of 80 is 20. I'm at 18%. I got to be lower than 20. Now I am. Now the MAMS is happy. I'm happy. Your mom's happy. Your teacher's happy. All right, 40 is 48% of what number? So sometimes the question will be like that. Again, start with your formula. All right, again, we're given the percent. That's pretty clear. 0.48 is our percent. Now 40 is 48% of what number? See how our variable right now is the of number? And therefore the 40 must go there. How do you solve? Let's isolate our variable. Let's divide both sides by 0.48, right? So you can take your calculator. You're going to punch in 40. You're going to divide by 0.48. And you're going to get 83.3 equals n. Now, does my answer make sense? 40 is 48% of what number? Okay, 40 is 50% of 80, right? Well, it's only 48%, so it's got to be a little bit bigger than 80. It is. The MAMS is happy. It's a good answer. All right, third scenario. What percent of 78 is 43? So again, how do we start? Formula. All right, let's fill in values. So what percent? This time I'm looking for the percent. I like to use P as that variable. Oh, of 78. The of number must be 78. These are how they're worded often, and that's why I use the of number. Therefore, the part or the number is 43. Okay, let's isolate the percent by dividing both sides by 78, right? That's a raised dot there, not a decimal. This is times 78. All right, that's going to isolate our variable. And are you remembering something when figuring out the percent? When you do 43 divided by 78, remember your percent's in decimal form, so multiply times 100. 55.3, I've always instructed, 55.1, I'm sorry, I've always instructed my students to leave the answer to one decimal place, whatever your teacher prefers. But there are all three possibilities of basic percent problems.